Coming your way live right here on Premium TV. My name is Applejack Coffee. Just I know today you are wondering that hey, why is this guy today is looking so ridiculous? I tell you, I can't even wait to get this ridiculous thing off my head. You understand? It's very itchy. But today is Old School Friday. You understand? Premium TV Ghana has introduced a new policy that from now henceforth every Friday is going to be Old School Friday. And so if you see us looking ridiculous, if you see us looking stupid, if you see us dressed like this, you should understand that it's Old School Friday right here on Premium TV. And it's even black and white, you understand? It portrays the olden days. You understand? We'll take you way back into those times, and into the times of our forefathers and our grandfathers' times, you understand? And so the screen is black and white, I can tell you that. We are portraying our culture, you understand? How Premium TV, we change global through culture, you understand? So that is that. But today, you understand, we all can testify to the fact that yesterday, the Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, read the mid-year budget review. That's what today's discussion is going to be all about. We're going to pick out some major points or some points he made out from the budget and discuss it and see how it is affecting us. If the COVID-19 can take all the blame for the economy going down, or maybe the GDP and stuff, you understand, the proposals he spoke yesterday. I know you couldn't understand some of that. It was even boring too because it took a lot of time. He didn't even come early as well. But right here on Election Highway, we are going to simplify it for you, understand? I am here in the studios with my guest, and then I tell you, if you look in Ajahn, she's supporting me. And she's also looking so ravishing today. She's portraying the culture. It's about Richard here that's not it. But God willing, next week, the whole of this household, from our boss straight down to camera guys to producers, everybody's going to look old school. You understand? So this is what Premium TV has for you. Now in the studios with me, I have Miss Philomena Efuwa and Richard Atta who have been here to discuss the mid-year budget review here with you right here on Election Highway. You can join us live on Facebook at Premium TV Ghana, like and share most importantly, and send your comments coming through and be part of the show. As I said earlier, my name once again is Applejack Coffee. Joshua, we'll take a quick commercial break. Coming back, the show continues. Please do stay with us. Okay. Yeah, we can keep. This is your dressing here. Yeah, I understand. The dressing you are portraying old culture, one.
Yes, sir. I'm the first.
Bia wo free said ya omoye omniema kasa omoka omonduane a omudi ene amamre ankasa ene suatrama mmafo omonsunya hwe ahantan dwa ene amaso amaye sunya bibia yato yamamre asairam empanifo ka asemi se owura firi ukrom he aban a wo jira adwabo ase ɛno nti na Premium TV kɔfa by yɛde dwumadi on waso a yɛto ne din sɛ kyerɛ wamamrɛ wɔ dwumadi so yɛ kokro bia so yɛ bobro baby bia ɛwɔ yɛ bisa ɔmoniema sɛdeɛ ɔmoka ɔmonsɛm ɛfa sɛdeɛ ɔmamamrɛ ɛte ankasa yɛ wie ɛde aba studio ne abedwafo betena se atwetwe nkɔmɔ ɛde afa ho nya me de dwumadi ho kyia me medinya me giswa ne efuwa jaboa Jan, make a show amamra, no what just swam me say. Amamra, who here? Premium TV, shaping global, true culture.
Thank you so much for staying with us. If you just joined us as well, this is Election Highway coming your way live right here on Premium TV. My name once again is Aboja. With me in the studios here today to bring, the whole show to you is Richard Atagwaping and Miss Philomena if you watch. But before we start with the discussion itself, we can't forgo COVID-19. It has brought down a lot of businesses. It has, collapsed the economy of Ghana. So we'd like to take our status where, as far as COVID-19 is concerned, the various regions in Ghana and how they are also coping with the virus as well. So let me quickly start off with total confirmed cases as per this morning stands at 30,366. 30,366 confirmed cases of COVID-19 have been recorded so far in Ghana. Total active cases stands at 3,526. 3,526. Total discharge, which means people who have recovered so far from the virus, is 26,687. 26,687. And total number of people who have succumbed to the virus so far is 153. 153 people have died so far of the virus. Now, the cumulative cases per region is as follows. Greater Accra region has 15,863 cases. 15,863. Ashanti region has 7,126. 7,126. Western region has 2,361. 2,361. Central region has 1,269. 1,269 confirmed cases. Eastern region has 1,164. 1,164. Volta region has 538. 538. Bono region has 421. 421. Bono East region has 413. 430. Northern region has 302. 302. Western North region has 298. 298. Upper East region has 282. 282. Oti region has 172. Ahafo region has 116 cases. Upper West region has 75. Savannah region has 57. And Northeast region has 9. So that is the cumulative cases per the regions in Ghana and how they are also coping with the virus as well. Now, as I said in the introduction, today is Old School Friday, so you can see it's black and white. We are portraying, the olden days, the good old days. You understand? And then this week on my head, I thought it's looking very ridiculous, and I can't even wait to get it on my head. And then Miss Philomena Fire is here with me to also portray the culture, as well as Mr. Richard Atagwaping is also here with me, and then so we'll be reviewing the mid-year budget that was presented yesterday in Parliament by the Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta. So let me quickly acknowledge my guest in the studios here with me. Mr. Richard, welcome to Election Highway.
Thank you very much.
You're looking good today.
Yeah.
I everything is going well.
Everything is well. Okay. Well. All is well, All is well.
Yeah, we give thanks to God. Now, Miss Philomena, before I don't know what to say. Look how she's looking today. Miss Philomena, what came about with this dress? We'd like to tell our viewers why we are dressed like this today.
When him, Mimi Dia said, my family owns the first person. A man is station masters. It's an answer and obey opportunity, easy. It's no farm and no farm, only men managing us. And BBI come and tell me they said I will share me dress in a wig and make kayas, yeah. Actually, I was safe, many up at the park. Was me here money and a man and James to listen. The station woman, Papa Padam, Gina Hassan.
It's a costume. Who are you wearing today?
Hey, baby,
I
no, dear. Actually, my body yes,
okay. Okay. Now, first, I would like to ask first and foremost, how are you? Before say COVID-19, Baba, into the economy, Baba collapse, Mr. Richard, how would you describe Ghana's economy when we said before, say, year recover, and we didn't report any case of COVID-19? No? How would you define the economy of this country?
Oh, okay. Who's a TF for now from Hujumedina? Before Sana COVID-19, Banaka, we are expecting good things from this government because Ubeka 2019, more presented budget, and said this year is going to be a year of rules. But then, COVID na money and basa. Okay, so come pump into this COVID-19, right? And yes, Kakatwa, and yet a buying consequence of this animal. You see. IMF no World Bank money other institutions so discover the boy my yali itimi ekon ye kra na enra de kra okokin kan ye kra and that's one sem kakra bi so ma through the review no so manfo ne tiefo be hu say na minister na kan na covid ne ma ye na nka we expect say this year no dey be year of goodness but then we say 31st no kwa so for be prophesize as 2020 year ya fear ni ma be kore pa yeah but unfortunately for us no na ya de be bo mu amane ma nyina aye basa nti I think say ya de no na we say eno akokin kan budget no o ye say ya de na abai sheta wiase nyina ma say wiase economy ntimi nyina na aso ye ma decline what you say nti no na ka fi we den ke expect ne ma papa na nso covid-19 ama bibia ka ma fuel prices and yeah
Also, so what is your take? Sir, before the COVID, how was the economy? Can you quickly describe that for us?
Oh, me, dear, mechanic say. Time a COVID in by dear. Na enyema mu ye kakra. Enyema mu ye kakra. Me say, dear, met me a kapay transportation. Lorry fare say, COVID in by near 2 years. Once a near fun normal to say, yeah. For taxi for financial, but a brave COVID brave moon, the Bema bet na back na. So what's not back I don't want to get now. So they knew that say better transportation. It's maybe when say, and no one say, I put a good dear just all quite one thing. Near my move the phone quack with you, come on, who be so one. Had your mobile bandit found by a, and I said, your Mecca said, COVID need dear, nya, I will hold ye fencing. That transportation you had to. Na some be a binding kind say church man go for na kasa be hu nsuo de yesu say covid ba yesu de yate de cause covid ni ndi hono na ye to nsuo e top kania na bonus bi eni so na covid ba ye de abane tue bia na ye ni na e go hono ma nsuo yi say e baba akwa na e ko off mienu e baba akwa na ya 2 miensa so still ye bu ni free nteno eno difference ameka se na ka covid no emba ya na e wo hono. I say baby, I say baby, sanity.
Say economy near coffee. Can we blame it on COVID-19?
Oh, you bet me there to go COVID so. Bet me there to COVID so papa. E do my ninya, what I say. Do my ninya because time only. The be me kasa my for papa no. Mistakes say ya my for ye say. Ye be more 4 good years. So mo fa nya adwuma. Omo nya adwuma ne sa mo nya expect say 1 year na aka no election year no eno no mo de niam be gugugu akwan mu aye
exactly
enti no meka say eno papa na asuro niam adam eno ana asuro niam adam sisi na asai bibiai what I say cause say e beka say president Ekufuado so oje eniam a o kasa roads ni aje ya endo bobo se bobo so ma hwefo mu ni na say ya dia o yes anya mani na 3 years e de man na aka covid ba ya kwa ebe ha ya ha ye bebre sa o sisi an covid ne ba me bi sike nyina e de akwa hye ya dia ni mu ye de san for ya we all those san for donate ni ajade but assign nyama bebre to be gidi say the covid is say ya me boa me say free one man say perform to the level la nyama bia ba betimi aba ne dade mu a amanyo no omo be sunya ade egu say you to aba mo omo be baby 3 years 4 years no omo ntwenya 1 year ne ba it's excellent so kas no say 500 one roads and 500 1 year a year way and 5 months da benda and na baby wo into me when so mo kasa e bet me the blame na me yakasa ye ho The blame the 2 akasa ye ho a ye safata. His Excellency betimi akasa onani ni mpani mfomo ka ho. Kwase de niema ma o man se to aba ma o. Na dia da ye koma so so mo ye ne sa pepepe de bi ma ya. Enka we na nka yensi. What is that America?
Okay, so it looks like in some aspects we can blame COVID-19 for the downfall of the economy, and in some aspects too we can't blame COVID-19. Now, according to Mr. Setekbe, we all know Setekbe, he is the former Minister of Finance. He's saying that we shouldn't blame the struggle on COVID-19. Mr. Richard, this is coming from the former Minister Mr. Setekbe is the former Minister of Finance, and he's saying that we shouldn't solely blame the downfall of the economy on COVID-19. But let's quickly read some comments that is coming through, because I said earlier we are live on Facebook at Premium TV Ghana. You can like and share and send your comments coming through and be part of the show. Now this one is from Akrokari Junior Tiero. Yeah, he says, from Junior Tiero, shatter the whole Ghana. We are watching the show live from Unique Nightclub, Akrokari. May God bless your station. Thank you very much. And then he says, in regards to Mr. Philip Ofori Asante, aka Pofa, incoming from Ina MP. The whole junior, I think the only Junior Tiero shatter the whole Ghana. Thank you so much, Junior Tiero, for following us, for bringing your comments. I hope that you share this video so others can also have a feel of it as well. And then send your comments coming through and be part of the show. Now, Mr. Richard, do you agree with Mr. Setekbe, the former Minister of Finance? Because it looks like he says we can't blame the downfall of the economy on COVID-19 alone. Because maybe he thinks that some of what we, the citizens, did, or we can blame it, some part of it, on the government. Do you agree with Mr. Setekbe?
Oh yeah, I think it's blame. You remember government, no? Yeah, the bin so abaya kasa because sakayade ya ma kasa na Philomena Jan kan passengers ye titi so hard driver for ni bebre ama o mu dwade no aye basa e na afie dwadefo o mo so ton ade e wo dwomi no so affect o mo pa nti the omane mpanifo no mo tie akonya so be no e na bemanya influence e wo yen citizens because se wo to petrol na nipa ne kofa ne ma na se ato petrol mu a ya to lorry free ni mu a definitely no so body be to ni ma no so on hwe so no so be boka e na yen final consumers yen so ye koto no so e be affect yen so go bi why your budget say bi a Medisoft park yi e bi like 11 cities afi go be corona afi e 12 cities shortage na ba ho no enti won so won hwe say won so ba wo ba boka no won so de bi be to so enti dipa ne ba no wachim se masa say ya to nyema mu sa na nyema ekọ enti I think say blame no it should be on the government, not us. They are managing the affairs of this country. To be baby, you have to give the blame to them. What to adimina make impact what you say? Even though they are doing well by subsidizing the electricity bills and the water bills for us, but then okay, I think the blame should be on the government. It shouldn't be on and no more casa driver from Kamukuda, the GPRT, you know, we should blame them for being increasing the because they were saying, on common government, you know, could be 50% increment because I ban a woman for full capacity there, and you're also true, and I buy 30, and on we and I say maybe 15. And I think say blame no, we should give it to the government because people are suffering. Business who do you know collapse any other. When I say bill you pass in the parliament here, who could in your home sense and be now so many this for crack P while we home press conference. Oh, bureaucracy level no a hard you know long process and some what you need a hard name but for so complaining. What you say? It's blame me the Mao yet me fan Kasaye. The blame should be on the government. I think so quickly young go through the budget in some of financial standard kind of you what is the can I say?
Okay, so for the love of our viewers, we are going to have the opportunity to project some of the things on our giant screen here, so our viewers can also have a feel of it as well. And so if it is ready, we'd like to see the font being portrayed or showcased on the giant screen just right beside me here, so we can have a feel, or our viewers can also see how the things went about. But not everyone was able to have the opportunity to maybe listen to the minister yesterday. So like to have it portrayed on the screen.
So once it's not ready, we move on to the other.
Now we made mention of some of the successful things the NPP government has done so far in the budget. One being the free senior high school policy.
Yeah.
Do you think it has been successful as the minister said yesterday?
Oh yeah, because looking at the budget over here, he said if you go to page 21 of the budget, paragraph I think 92, it said Mr. Free SH has said parents and guardians a cumulative total amount of 3.2 billion since in 2017, and that the money in their pocket and investment in their future. You see, the intervention has sustained the schooling of 1,199,750 students to date, a marked increase from the 813,443 students enrolled in 2016-2017 academic year. So quickly, let me take you through what the finance minister said yesterday at the parliament. So if you take employment for instance, whilst I'm indicating this, Miss Philomena will also indicate the pages for us where the finance minister made mention of these things. But these are the highlights of what the finance minister said. So if you go to the employment creation, it said 3,579,380 jobs created between 2017 and 2019. So if you look at the public sector it recorded 778,706. That's the new jobs that have been created. Yeah, that have been created by the public sector in 2017 and 2018. So if you look at former private sector, it recorded 267,939 jobs. And if you go to the government job creation intervention, that's the NAPCO, the NAPE, the PFJ, the NIA, etc., etc., it recorded 2,529,735 jobs. So these are the jobs that were being created by the MPP government, as it's been displayed on the screen for you to also have a feel of it. So you can see it for yourself that if you go to the public sector, it is 778,706, and former private is 267,939, and if you go to the government job creation, it's 2,529,735 new jobs. So these are the various jobs that were being created by the MPP government under the watch of President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo.
But come to talk of it, do you think indeed these jobs have been created as they have been portrayed? Of course, there's a likely possibility that maybe some of them haven't been created, but just to lie to Ghanaians or maybe blindfold Ghanaians, they'll bring just any amount that indeed this is the number of jobs that we create. Don't you think there is some kind of forgery, or do you think these figures here are exact? Yes.
Oh, okay. You see, concerning NAPCO issue, you see, I witnessed some. So for that one, I can say it for a fact. Say, one of the employing Kofu Bromutimi Yeduma, na say Nyasam Kutwa, but we had NAPCO Kwan and Nipo Mofa, and no Nyasam Kutwa, as compared to PMJ and NIA, etc., etc. It's NAPCO one government job creating intervention there. But I can say, they've done well over there because in conform of form, it was unprecedented. You see.
NAPCO newspaper mukrane sa youth for a New Patriotic Party youth friends leader back. No more boboni man abani besi so wayama youth na youth leader nature NAPCO je sika potinya amudi shemu no mo bobu ni na so NAPCO say I don't know, never be brave, man. A year Ghana for Ghana youth, and never be brave. You mean you, Juma? One say I didn't yet, and so be asked, so what I say, and so be asked, but I put from you, Juma. Sana put my boy come once and a bill be a Juma comes. And you can buy medicine national, or what boy you be a you train your medium fancy him, and you bring your mom with my hair, and I check for you, Juma necessary, Juma, and yeah, gentlemen. That put my poor saying, for the brain, you, Juma.
I think say kind of say employment sector.
So if you go to page 23 of the budget, I think paragraph 102, it says, Mr. Speaker, His Excellency the President has been an ardent advocate of youth entrepreneurship. So that was what I was talking about. Through the Presidential Business Support Program, about 19,000 startups have been trained and mentored to create about 90,000 direct and indirect jobs, and a total amount of 8.31 million has been expended to make this possible. So I think that's what the government has done so far. And you're sure say almost the facts and figures na kasa. Won't be and kasa say this. I think say my idea said the finance minister no can.
Okay, so let's have the measures.
Okay. So Osha said COVID-19 year by akofa nyema pi na ba akofa how pi decline the economy ni ade sika o man na dia hyem ni ade no ama economy no etimi aba form pa ye sika sem aye basa ukoba bi obi ase ne ho che. So measures to mitigate COVID-19, that is the junior high school level. So the government spent a lot of money in our education sector, taking the essay junior high level, for instance. You see 45,000 Veronica buckets distributed. So if you go to the junior high school, 45,000 Veronica buckets were being distributed to the schools, and more so 90,000 gallons of liquid soap distributed. So I think the LPP government, I think they've done well. And 90,000 rolls of paper towels distributed, and more so 40,000 thermometer guns distributed, 750,000 pieces of 200 ml sanitizers distributed. So support to educational sector. We have screen as well, and that's why I'm so making kind of free neighbor. This is according to the Ministry of Finance. Omo and some information we are buying so ye king can ye bede ema mo so mo bi nti wo junior high schools na unse nkwada no before some be school those final year students no enema aban no so enema aban timi provide ma wo mo no eno omo so e de aba eno so enye asem ke 20 aban the fight against COVID or born even though say the NDC had a press conference not too long ago blaming the government that when it comes to the fight against the COVID-19 this government has failed, but then I think he's doing his best.
Yeah, he has tried.
He has tried. He's doing his best to battle this COVID-19 pandemic.
Me COVID-19 idea by any idea say buying what them ba all was ya dey won na ka nurses be brave na mo fi friend ya fa be brave dwuma mu a wo ye dwuma na dey kra ne dia benya nya asanketwa ya mo allowance ni ade a first o salary kra na emai internet buy no aban na ebo ne ho mode on sika hye all those say e beka say enso sa na so ye say de nipa na ye ne de kakra wa ye ne de wo say ebo na pa so ye nipa ya ade o sale de aban ye ye de na say body mba all bo COVID-19 could the way ya de to me the me won say wa ye bi.
Yeah, do you have facts to support that for us?
Oh, and say in Kolai the Veronica buckets near the idea of the aquaman Kolai was school. Me did this as one fast animal and co school one one. Then Kolani ni san your man could be expect to say school be our long some providing idea. And they are never COVID break, can actually shame the break. Because schools no provide the same. And also, this year no cry PTA use near the idea they did it to cry. And by so far. Tisas canina and mabium, and the schools none provide yanka. Omo nya bebre nti ne saa nya ma ba ne di sheme e ba school for the side ne nyame but nkola ne your mind daache
necessary for so side
oh necessary side ne so mo sa ketua na say de no mo suit ya omo si apene so mo sika ma
because if even you've been asking of the nurses ones, if you go to page 30 of the national budget review, that the mid-year fiscal policy review, that this is what it says. Government proactively put together a 560 million national emergency preparedness and response plan to COVID-19 to help manage and contain the spread of the virus and strengthen the national capacity of surveillance, diagnosis, and case management. The implementation of the plan was hold on the 3 T's, that's testing, tracing, and also treatment. So I think if you go to the health sector, this is what the government did by providing 560 million. If you look, so now what I work on for the side now. Sika say na a balance with the same one, and so a boy idea cause idea COVID-19.
You know, my nurses, the best show sometimes I'm complaining, say on a salary my opportunity where you buy and was sick on my at least. They would dia wunya no betimi dia e bibia twetwetwa nkosi se usika ne beba nti no omugina akono a omokuma ye die but mun sa ban so abon homodin e ba no mafa ho no na ban na abon homodin ye pa yo kase wa boa ne die nipa ya de osan ye so that me kan no ye bi
there has been a sustainable response to the health in Ghana. Like this government has responded well to the health system. And how we say that?
Oh, you bet me a canessa. Oh, say, dear, Mimi say, dear, Meccan say, oh, yeah, na a hard Jane first. A friend said, bang now, or left silver, and so many programs now, and no, no, for cars, I find out one of them what they or that, and I say, a cassette. Ban in Indian Quadanche, school for Indian Concordanche, lockdown with Indian Concordanche, and no time and semi wood, you said, no, they pack and what dear, I buy now one moment.
Health aspect,
yes.
How about me? But like some of the things are why, and only let me say, I constitute to say about the woman or health aspect.
Well, I think during his, I think within the 10th address or so, the president made mention of some allowances that were being given to the front line health workers who are at the front line battling this COVID-19 pandemic. So I think that we should go to the health sector. The government has done so well, even though some were saying that the money is not enough to cater for those people, and even those who were tracing those COVID-19 contacts. I think every week they are being given, I think, 100 Ghana cedis or so. Yeah, 100 Ghana cedis. So I think every week, 100 Ghana cedis.
Just imagine every week 100 cedis.
So quickly, let me take you to the microfinance and the small loan center. That's MASLOC. And I think during the president's address, he made mention of 600 million package for this small scale enterprise. So if you take the MASLOC, that's the microfinance and the small loans center, and I think 2019 the president revoked a lot of licenses of some of the banks, and they were complaining that no, some of the workers who used to work at the banks has lost their job. But they were saying that that's the best thing to do because some of the banks were insolvent. The minimum requirement that were being required for them to meet by the Bank of Ghana, most of their licenses were being revoked. So if you take this for instance, 97,876 individuals benefited from MASLOC since 2017, according to Ken Ofori-Atta. So some of them were complaining that, oh, why should the government do this? Because
government ne ma omo sika potin bi asa obetimi arechi da money na o first o bank ni wan ka so betimi ade
ka say minimum requirements I say meeting no when tinye meeting
I don't know e ba le sane man ko bebre su ko yiyo omo sika nko ko bebre obi o hono ma na adwen ne say aban be ma sa bank sa be ka bo mu bi bank bi begu nti ni sika e da ho bia no oh ko that time ko bank so be ko na line e wo ho nye line ke for the brain, young musica. Beach capital, they make me testify to that. Me and Pastor made me go Chelsea. Me and Pastor made there on Koima and the Quatam party. There no son, coffee with brave young musica, and my bouncy the brace, not or musica, some of Jena, a munio to sa. Until I buy this, I must look by a warm.
But concerning a whole set of looking you on musica, heavy banks now collapsing. Also, almost had notifying here to say, musica, it's safe. Oh, bank of course, all to say I collapsing in here. A baby a consolidated bank, it's a musica card, still no cops are branch now, you get your money.
Maybe a bemba, and you'll be on a was to come up with less after that would make me say, Miss Cassam, the minimum hour. Into me at tennis and my couple in my idea, what I said. Or do one money and tear set to send me, or just the Wabrain scanner. And yet, so the Cotu on one, going at Chinanko. Was putting the first to send up all the cigar for 2 on 1. When the cigar for 2 we are not captains in this network and to set the gun. Into maybe the man come for you in Tamankas 15, come 50. You see, into the Anunco Dan channels here, can't factor, I say now. No, Piana, and semi say the Bantica, some of it, yes, here. Or do one more yachts are binding a suburb to banks, this and also the Conwa woman. Now, Gianna, one quanko, Unisika, it will get to
so Philo, this MASLOC issue, if you go to I think page 20 of the national media budget. You see, this is what Mr. Kenufuriata said. He said, as at end of first quarter 2020, a total amount of 13.6 billion, representing 3.5% GDP, has been spent on resolution of failed banks, specified deposit taking institutions, that's SDIs, microfinance institutions, that the MFIS, the establishment of the Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited, that's CBG, and also as well as the capitalization of the Ghana Amalgamated Trust Fund, so that's the G80. And he said additionally, the present directive to fully pay all depositors whose funds were locked up with the failed SDI and MFIS, an amount of 5 billion was spent. This brings the total expenditure of financial sector intervention as at June 2020 to 18.6 billion, representing 4.8% of GDP. Government has also committed an amount of 3.1 billion, representing 0.78% of GDP, towards supporting invested in failed asset management companies regulated by the Security and the Exchange Commission. So, if you take the Maslow, for instance, I think the government has invested so much in the Maslow, and some people were saying that Papa or Dinko physical friends saying. Nam1 other Nam1 sika ya ban no entimi anka mumuna wanyiska, but okay kind statement na ewa na was say na is being regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Nam1 isika asema ye kan than a financial institution. It's not regulated by the Bank of Ghana. It's a ban to be new sika ma osama ne yeyi. Eya futuo ene ensenkai bi no ne papa ne beka no watimi a return back sikana wodede wo mka no, and I think that Nam1 was we 2 years can be man kofu ni bi what you say enke yeah it one year na keka say aban no adentina Nam1 sika no wanye enye ono sa the financial institution is not regulated by Bank of Ghana, and say you can say ayi obo odi wa hai enye aban na regulate it won't mean more. DK for instance, it's being regulated by the government. It's not a bank and lock it up na buy no bet me 2 years can no Amazon phone. What you say?
By some ko bet me asha na kete me net yanko for sikama. But say ne man for one asem na yeke. Yeah. So we shekula na time as asem we isi ene ma. Ghana for binum kura ko Jubilee House no mko ye niema bi ni ade se aban ne mo no mo sanka o sika. If so we
they even from a coalition of aggrieved customers.
It is a more aspect now. And can bit me and Nam1 catching my net years.
Well, I think they are doing that. They are doing that.
Should do that.
Sample for a buying a son that bank and so prana. Nipper be one man as a sample for you, you might go be one man. Almost your tax. Emma mining young fast dear. And it's a sassy kind of crocodile about on someone. Yet to me, I say, I buy my son last soon to near the giant son. I don't know what's national one, catch him and Archie. But I think the case here, the cocoa to my is in Nam1 and Brana, Ultimate can among for dinner.
It's a kind of cocoa to more than Kofoka. While lies the case, I have been a was signing artist. Don't want to tell the next. Time a bank and I said, you know, Nigan. Yeah, or could buy. Woman, not, yeah. Woman, not, there's a woman who can't walk down and look what dancing. The Naka customers were expecting say Oba no maji omusika. Oba ye. Oba be drew ye me ye the nkofo bo no ho ban e wo airport sa ma ne ba be drew ni fie. E ma ne na want fie tweti no enom drink dam nkofo. Ebi mo kwa collapse ni aje. Obi ho kwa o hwe ni sika nda ho no mo na cho so tie ne the last
So I think in all the government spent about 21.6 billion in the Maslow fund. So I think the government has done well.
But they also made mention of 1 billion IMF rapid credit facility loan that we went for. I think somewhere in March when the COVID-19 started, this government promised IMF that they are sustaining the government, and so there's no need for them to go back to IMF for loan. But we can't remember that during somewhere in March, we went for one billion loan, which stipulated that the economy wasn't okay. That was the reason why we went for that 1 billion loan. Don't you think that?
Oh yeah, because economy no say yare ne ba asara na ma uze ayesi abo ani so ba ko na asa abo ba kwa kan ho no woni so be yon tasentase it na ma omo hu de omo nye it the choice are no mo say they will go to IMF for that loan it they no money choice they know also omo ya no what you say ha no money choice.
But the basis on which omo yes and omo stipulated IMF said that the economy was in a stable state. There was no need for them to come for loan from IMF. But here's the case. So what did it tells IMF that we are not stable economically, financially? We are not.
But it's all kind budget. Over kind budget. My say yade no buy no abese niema. You been applying for that loan. But some say even though none your economy was very strong, but then yade buy ama niema atoto sini. No, you need choice to be as a member of the what you say?
Sometimes one of my say, yeah, that level, that time, no, almost the beer was okay. It's not my car, and so almost come this came via IMF one with you. Into a bedroom pen, so no moves of COVID-19. You say you need to carry the
okay, so let me quickly move on to the tertiary level. So if you go to the tertiary level, this is what the government donated or distributed to the various tertiary institutions in Ghana. So is it 600,000 face masks supplied to tertiary institutions, and also 1,700 Veronica buckets also were being distributed to the tertiary levels, and also 200,000 liters of alcohol-based hand sanitizers were also distributed to the tertiary schools, and also 3,400 liters of liquid soap also were being distributed to the tertiary, and 900 thermometer guns were also distributed to the tertiary. So that was the support to the educational sector so far as COVID-19 is concerned. So I think the government has done so well. Yeah, he has done so well. Even though some people are saying that it's not enough, you are Kramasa or that Ghana for
the size, and shut down what's the cocoa beside the price of what wanting. Who beside a wanting, yes. Who beside a price a woman made the minimum send be any pan or share a mountain or what's our price. Nana ye chum this will be salad dear price. Nasaya dear apply it. Only the pan dear put it. Such small one, make us like a sieno, a tea bear me, or still 2.5. You see, in the start 2.5, let's have been me. I'm my school say 107
and I think the reason why the government was able to distribute all these things, but we have locally manufactured companies that manufacture these hand sanitizers, this Veronica bucket. So I think if the government give them the contract, the price will reduce. You understand? And the reason why the woman shoot the price was because you see when this COVID-19 pandemic came into this country, even when you go to our various markets, food prices were being yes, they increased the price of foodstuffs. It's not their fault.
It wasn't supposed to be increased. You understand?
William so say
my arena my price America back and pani and talk.
Yes.
William so abide wood Mobia or and recycling company in Roberts near TSA no mutia. But you know something? Say a shin ye pa. That company Roberts Yan or Moyan for betting a couple to a free wabeton.
Oh yeah.
You're too free one on motor. It's always a COVID-19 abundance and near muscle abba for ma. Me wouldn't say I was a young Christian. Was Roberts Nakasa what I say? Roberts Nakasa Yen Pruimo. It's in the air too much change to Salva Katoya 2.5, 250 cents.
Don't you think so? They buy it at lesser prices. Then when they come to the market, they increase it just to get profit.
What I say? No increasing your money, sir. It's not me find it I buy it to me, I provide it. Bibi sir, woman. But to me providing your maybe sir, your money man for. That's the because the price na turn the market and do salad for the poor kuna or one woman. Or one woman in the baby. What try part your money man.
And I think to say it was supposed to be a responsibility of a bank because woman of can't send primary school. Now you see if you did that, and I said in primary school, and some school they are then provide for them. You understand? And so it was the sole responsibility of government to make provisions of all these things before school resumes or school reopens.
So this anyone say na kwen say o ma me wa wo ba wi ase. It is their sole responsibility for them to take care of you. What did the make an say? It will no enya de say ye be on one trumpet. So I had there.
Jenna was saying
but even though I had there but any kwan say you can na say this so yes I so say nkwala nyi nko school dia was say this so yes I what you say it I think say let's move on and bring you the other aspects of the mid-year budget. So this is goodies in the mid-year budget. Yeah, this is what most of Ghanaians were expecting. You see, I think it's a hard so come up. I think Philona Jan, you go through the pages and then after here, no, what you mean I presented MIM. So if you take the mid-year budget, this is or the DMB was Assumbie budget, right? Yeah, this is the Assumbie. I think 2017 owns was Asempa budget. Now we want to almost to need Assumbie budget. Until free water. Misaka being free water for 3 more months. I think during the lockdown, Abani yourself from April, May, June, July, and you be enjoying light and water free. Now for that call Mrasebe Demo was I standing for 3 good months. What you say? And I think say well if you can get up to forcing for us
is trying to
because I think that
how you get it, we hope that your attention will also be with us and so you also continue and check so we can get to read it, you understand? We don't speak from our heads. So to be like we are making things up. We want to quote what the minister said yesterday.
Right. So the free water for 3 more months, and I think after the presentation of the budget, the minority in parliament had a press conference saying that this budget is all about campaign. The Akufo-Addo was doing campaign for 2020 election. So I think producer Mrs. Gifty, if you can get Atufosi for us, he is the spokesperson on finance committee in parliament for us to ask him some few questions about this and reduction in communication service tax from 9% to 5%. Wow! This is what I think not too long ago. Telcos you increase prices and Ghana for your dinner one year. But I think that this time around the government has been able to reduce
a reduction in it.
Yes, and now they have reduced the tax from 9% to 5%. I think for them, I think the government has done well, and more so free electricity for 3 more months.
Ghanaians are going to enjoy it.
Assumbie budget. This is Assumbie budget. Free electricity for 3 more months, and more so National Employment Insurance Scheme. National Unemployment Insurance Scheme. That's temporary income to laid off workers.
That means they're going to be creating jobs for
those bankers who have been laid off from their banks. I think the government was able to create some jobs. You will get something to do. You will be able to feed your family. What you say? Because if you were getting money at the rent, I think that the government has done. And the minority were saying that. I think yesterday after the budget presentation, they were saying that this was a campaign.
Yeah, because it looks like campaign. Because how can just 5 months to election, then you bring out interesting policies like this?
It is because of the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. That's the reason why the government has.
You can take it from that aspect. From the other aspect as well. You understand?
And say various budgets are better money. What you say? BBC NC that this is unprecedented. What is the mechanism? BBC NC that
looking at this policies, our advantages and our disadvantages. Do you know that?
Oh yeah, because
all taking free water for 3 months here, we have people who. Yeah, good. We have people who sell water out to customers and make ends meet. So if here's the case, the water is going to be free. They are not going to be getting money. Don't you understand?
Yeah, and I think during the lockdown, I said no. Because and the money behind
it's true.
So if it's a way and budget the way free water for 3 more months, free electricity for 3 more months. It's more money, Munu fear from Kanafi. 3 months for a dear, and you'll be free. Am I? And you'll be saying,
maybe so over me pattern what tema. Said the castle grew one more on you not tongue. And one now depending on it. I don't know any family no more depending on. In the Sahara Palace, what's the price? One bucket and clear 60 pesos, Nepal is 30 pesos. What?
But this time around, it's not
free. I'm saying free. I'm for Bema tanks, Apple places are. You surely am a yet to your pipe for about 3 good months. Before I say, surely like free neighbor. Yet 2 months until they say the salad, there one money to buy our tema. A woman is surely buy. Now, you surely buy a mucray and say beer. Yaka say free to the accident. You surely some at over 3 good weeks. Over remember say, go on from Puna Temple, easy.
I think I know it was due to some challenges. Yeah, not one.
Challenges, but government in my yes, say, Anka Obama thanks. I could places on Monsieur.
Also, before the chance to also 1 year some rehabilitations near the end during those processes. No, there's the need some betum kakra. No, why even like kind of say ECG. Once we are having power outages or some part of Accra, and all the chance they were taking some materials to I think Tama. And during that time, they were supposed to take off the line. Yes, and it can come about the issues.
3 weeks.
Instead of the need to do that.
Much now, long distance, I can so that the year can say a year, Mr. Dan should buy is a different focus, should be a pattern. Yeah, should buy. Internet, I don't know beyond or benefit here. I thought from Ubuko almost a moment. So it's
true. If you go to some rural communities in Ghana here, they don't have taps or pipes over there. They use boreholes and wells. Well, I don't know how well run all can show say because of say I buy say screen.
And one would depend on
yes.
That's a Juma and a family.
Exactly.
And this is kind of bro. And when people on my property, you must see a sicker. You know, California, there's a home and Pasua to be a pipe back when so the Bussian form with industry recreate the way man, recreate the way man, weak way you show with Sika, weak way you feel with Sika. In the Sacrophony, I say a banner, Nanka Yam almost on Jania Bom. Abadi yes and a sample free and Cobepesica putting the ammo, but go to them. The Baby Boom story for me, man, will free. I buy so this come as I buy a man, Sikia. It's an uncle, no be a benefit here. Light, dear crying, or do on more. I can bear 1 month as a young person.
You can't bonus grab a bonus.
If you bonus of college, that's all about Japan, and word man.
Okay, so let's move on because this is a good news for Ghanaians. You know, you will be not paying electricity bills and water bill for 3 good months. It's good news, you know. For that one year, we are all going to enjoy this kind of term that the government has introduced. You see, let's move on. National Identification Authority. As a messy you see, we now so confirm and send baby by say a national identification card you could 1 year registered be is that true? Do you know my code for a baby? And some people were saying say many of Ghanaians are going to be disenfranchised. Go back to you promote him to be identity. Oforiate Kasa Endrano. This is what he indicated. I'll say
Miss Philomena, please can we have your attention here?
834,870 Ghanaians enrolled onto National Identification Register as at 30th June 2020. So if you don't know, this is the number of people, this is the number of Ghanaians who has registered for this National Identification
I think the Ghana card is included. You understand? I think
yeah. But that is under NIA, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. And
they're also in charge of
Yeah. And this is 10,794,679 Ghanaians aged 15 years and above issued with Ghana card.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you understand?
If you want to compare the Ghana card to the normal national identification card, for the identification card, if you are not 18 years and above, you can't get it.
Yeah.
But with the Ghana card, 15 years and above, they are getting it. So I think it's good. Yes, because it's very vital. The Ghana card is very, if you look at this new compilation exercise, it was the use of the Ghana card and passport. We made it very simple.
And in and most of institutions. It's a airport, but if you saw Ghana card, what's this? If you saw Ghana card,
not only protocol banks, institutions are there.
First, like ID card and KD, and you was a person. If you was you may be some.
Most of them are out working.
Very important.
And go for 2 years. Let me quickly move on.
Finish, then we'll continue.
128,978 qualified foreign nationals enrolled onto the NIA and issued with non-citizen identity cards. So this is what the government has done so far when it's come to National Identification Authority. Yeah. So if you have anything to say about this.
Yeah, it's pertaining to the Ghana card. You see, I had the opportunity to travel to my hometown somewhere in February. And when we got there, you see, the network here is not the same, but I use MTN, but there's no MTN.
And don't you think that
the Ghana card to register is SIM.
The 10 million here is not enough?
The 10 million?
Yeah, 10 million. It's not, let's say...
Comparing it to the population of Ghana, that's right.
Do you think it's enough?
It's not. I think that's why the registration is still ongoing.
Okay.
Yeah, they are still registering for the Ghana card. So if you haven't gotten your Ghana card, please just go to any NIA registration center and get your Ghana card because registration.
And this time around, they are saying if you can't come and join the queue, if you want it at the comfort of your home, you can pay 100 Ghana cedis and then
per person.
Yeah, per person. Yeah, 100 cedis. Now, do you think there will be an also 100 cedis?
That is the issue.
Yeah. So you will be a busy person now. Didn't call and join the queue near there. I think that this is
100 cedis.
Yeah.
Not one more because maybe when they say, "Obi a busy person, no need time or."
Is that yes? Any time, cry.
Bankers for that, it will be to me now.
Exactly. They are more market and can like what one in it. 3 days is the Casam so need sick of one on Sunday now and one Sunday.
Well, I think we should move on.
And then the back of the line.
And then the president they also made mention that.
Okay, so so moving on, Ghana COVID-19 alleviation and revitalization of enterprises support. So if you take this for instance, the amount of money that has been spent on this COVID-19 pandemic. So it's a COVID-19 enterprise revitalization fund. So it's a 1.2 billion fund for large businesses and government to partner local banks to support businesses and retain jobs. So this is what Ken Ofori-Atta is saying, that 1.2 billion fund for large business. And I think not too long ago it was 600 million. So now I think that the president added some money to it, and it has been increased from 600 million to 1.2 billion fund. I think last time we were saying that the money is not enough, you understand? And I think here the government has done well. But yes, so now Scanisha, don't you think this is Scanisha?
Yeah.
Because this is for large businesses. Yes. This is for large business, you understand? Yeah.
Also has a different. But comparing the number of unemployed situations that we incurred during this COVID-19 period, I think this money won't be enough. You understand? Because there are a lot of institutions, organizations that need part of this money to revive themselves. So you see, I think so there's a need to add more. So there should be the support.
Yeah, that's the reason the government said the government to partner with local banks, you see, to support businesses and retain jobs. So I think those banks whose lines have not been revoked, the government is going to partner with these banks so that.
So we'll take a quick commercial. Before we come back, the show continues. Please do stay with us.
Baby, I will free. Said dear Omoye Omaniama, Kasa omoka omunduane a omudi ene amamre ankasa ene suatrama mmafo omunsunya hwe ahantan dwa ene amaso ama yensunya bibia yato yamamre asayram empanifo ka sembi se urefu ukrom he aben a wojira edwabo ase eno ntina Premium TV kofa bai yede dwumedi wanwaso a yato ne din se chirewa mamre wodwumedi so ye kokro bia so ye bobro bebi bia ewo ye bisa omoniema sade omoka omonsam efa sade omamamre ete ankasa ye wie edi aba studio ne abedwafo betena se atwetwe nkomo ede afa ho nya me de dwumedi ho kyia me medinya me jesoa ne efuwa jaboa Jan meka chirewa amamra na wajesoa ma me se amamre ho hia Premium TV shaping global true culture.
Nim say aware eye akwantu sanso na oba ade se oba bejane na eni neja ho eni ne kunu akoye honam kro impenfo ka asem bi se aware eye enimonyam hye aware eye inshira aware eti ebusuanim sanso na oba ade ensa ewo aware nanso enede na yehu obarima betiska kese ede aye oba ho ade endi nenu endi nansa na adane emabro obi wu enam aware enti obi bodam enam awarienti obi abrabo essay enam awarienti sanso ena obi timi etwesikan anase etuo edi kunu hokafo enam awarienti we enti na Premium TV edi dwumedi a yato ne din say akwantu kese dwumedi edi ebremo yawada enimemede bia wa bra no nine abo ewo Premium TV so oba ahema minima bedwafo yabetna se nia pansan mu de atete de asai yabekeka abom na yewia edi inkunubie beba akwantu kese dwumedi emu nsem bebre
Premium TV shaping global true culture.
For staying with us. If you just join us, this is still Election Highway coming your way live right here on Premium TV. My name once again is Aboja Kafui. Today we are portraying Old School Friday. So if you see this ridiculous thing on my head, please don't be surprised. And so from now henceforth, every Fridays, it's going to be Old School Friday right here on Premium TV. We are live on Facebook at Premium TV. Gonna like and share, most importantly, and send your comments coming through as well and be part of the show. Now, Mr. Richard, I think we'll proceed to us. Have you got into?
Yeah, because talking about this issue, you see the scheme established the Adom Microsoft loans for micro enterprises, which are being disbursed through the Vodafone mobile money platform. The Anidasoft loans targeted at small and medium enterprises will be disbursed through participating financial institutions. Mr. Speaker, through the scheme, teen registration in Ghana increased from approximately 110,000 a month to 815,449 from 19th May 2020 to 30th June 2020, thereby supporting government agenda to formalize the informal sector. So if you go to page 33 of the national budget, you will find this over the paragraph 153. That's where you will find this. That's it's called a Anidasoft loan. So I think
the cases. Do you think this money that are being allocated into this sectors are going to revive businesses that are full?
some.
It's me
Why some?
Some, yeah, because as I buy any car, so the OBPS can or subsidize it.
And I make us say a big, but a bit soon to me, and yes, I was a bit me up, woman, man, age man up, I said, but they be to me money.
Then at least a bet me
Okay. A bayasne say, won't you be?
Yeah, exactly.
A bayasne say, won't you be crying at a wound you be cry. But it's all I want because I bet wow. obi wɔ hɔ no ma covid ba yɛn ka yɛn nuanom a wɔtɔn ɛfɛ ne sɛ wɔn kɔfa ɛyɛ home use nneɛma yi ɛyɛ sika ketewa na wɔde hyɛ wɔn adwuma yɛ adwuma sika na wɔde hyɛ mu na emu wɔ dwa nti let's imagine sɛ this person ɛfa nneɛma bia mi nfiri amana na ɛmba nti sɛ yɛama ne sika bi sɛ ɛbɛboa no ma kakra na ɔwɔ koraa obetumi di ayɛ business.
Mr. Richard, we move on with the projection on the board for us.
Oh, all right, so I think we've done the JHS own and the tertiary. So now we are moving on to the SHS. So is it 4 million pieces of reusable face masks were being provided for SHS, that is senior high school, and WASSCE examination fees for 313,837 people paid. And I think this time around the government has done so
because it's free. It's free education. So the people writing, do you know that the students writing the WASSCE are the Ufado graduates?
Yeah.
So it's free for them. So it's I think it's good that he's able to pay the fees. But where is the money coming? Pay the fees.
But I think some of private institutions supported the government because the money nowadays share COVID-19 money now and your money cafe the IMF
can we say it's from our taxes
the World Bank and also can because and then you hope tree papa you hope tree rough but I think the support from the World Bank the IMF and others now and no can be na my yes SK dey buan kwalai because when you say yare na ba no ama ahokyera ba nti also find ways and means to support his subject, you understand it. I think say no so e ade aban no etimi ayade o
normally say enkola ne ba be school star na e ba na fees na ya asem so on we school star ni po beka say obi a obetin chance exams we need there one twere na obetin chance okwa ko ye adwuma but this one final year exam nti na eba ne sare man kwofo bebro maso ye hye bi ko ntimi kura enkyere nti aban ne tesika potin se dia man kwada ne de wo no mo de wa ya de pa wo no ya de ko nipa 313,000 enya sem keswa 13,000 over there wo no mo de.
And the parents too, until say yes, sharp students women saying it wasn't free, so parents would have been paying fees for all these people. So I think that they have the opportunity to save their fees into their pockets and use it for other chores or other household activities. So this is going to help. So we'll move on with that. But before the next font comes on the screen, there is this one that the minister made mention of. He says the COVID-19 pandemic has created a large trade block. Not only in Ghana but globally. Because looking at there are some businesses in Ghana, we do it globally. We also do our
the export and the import. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, last time we had the opportunity to go to Ghana Art Center. You see, their business is solely on foreigners.
Omushe jumai enyama ni bifi abrochire ba ene omo ye bifi ha no kwa ma no ne je omo juma na slow down say the Ghana Art Center say no omo juma ni sisi slow down enya no ma omo ton spare parts si ano ye ko ye interview one time e wo Achimota one of ye omo ton cars ye ko ye say man no cars na sisi ano o say ka first price omo de ton sisi ano de omo da to so nya sisi omo disika potin pa na to so internet aha crop
the business are come from who increase prices this and that someone very cheap.
That's no force say the force is your business and for be yes our business and no kula no mo banks near JD loan ya o che bebrebe no mo ton force no mo bua san crop because of Jesus cannot or the force bill na and no na be my interest na so aba or back to bank one into no bank for no kula lose wo be and na yenwa no mo ton force na so no kwa atade nka o se ton be 20 cedis o ko 70 cedis 80 cedis 100 cedis o mo ina na yen online business na mo
social media online business na
into no o mo ni ama no mo fa fra na ne de ba ne tie aha dream be.
But Mr. Richard, do you think that Yeah, exactly. Even like if should the restrictions on borders or should our borders be open? Businesses revive, like business we do outside Ghana and stuff. Would it come back to like?
No, yeah, because I think, say, if the chance is being given to everybody to, I mean, go outside the country to go and do business, I think business will move on because now no one is going and no one is coming. You understand? So I'm not hardship now, very tight, and abroad they are also complaining. And yeah, Ghana for what I say, the Nippon are down on no crazy soon and then a woman, and I'm much as a near my say, you know. So we are moving on to the next slide because the government has able to do a lot so far as COVID-19 is concerned, and you see good leadership under COVID-19. So I think the government has done a lot so far as COVID-19 is concerned. So if you take a critical look at this, the extra allowances for frontline health workers have been provided, and more so, income tax exemption for all health sector workers. They are not paying any taxes again, and 1,000 contact tracers have also been introduced where they are paying them every week. They are receiving 100 cedis every week, and supply household with free water. This one is very important. It's very important. Supply household with free water. And more so, free electricity for over 50% of the population. You see, 50% of the population, they say enjoy free water and free light, and then you move him. And more so, the government has provided 560 million for the National Emergency Preparedness and Response Plan, and I think the government has also done well when it comes to that aspect. And more so, additional recruitment into the health sector to date, that's 30,382 health workers have been employed into the health sector, and I think Philomena was saying that the health workers who have completed school are complaining that the government should employ them. But if you take this fact, the 30,382 health workers have been employed.
And there's going to be more. You understand? Because the president, if you remember, he promised us 88 new hospitals.
Yeah. And I think 3 days ago, a regional hospital at Eastern with the Koforidua, sword cutting was being taking place at that place, you see. So I think the government has done well and we are trying to get Agao who would like to report from Eastern region for us what is going on over there. Yeah, so I think the president has also done well. So because we have to employ him for that.
And appreciating of the frontline health, I think it's good. The allowances they've added to them, they're going to boost their morale. Then they go on to do what they are.
And this is the reason why the drivers were complaining that the government is cheating them, because they are all part of the front line work. And I think they are all part of the front line work because them being reducing number of passengers, don't you think they're also helping the nation?
Because they are supposed to do that.
Maybe the say anka aban ma o te nkofo a mo fa no saka petrol ni ade ete so
na wasa ko to petrol e won de aban na anya de
yes e kura
aban na anya de na what to be passengers so was ma to petrol. What are you talking about?
Ama ebi mo ho no ma sika aban si ende 15% ko bi ho no increase more than that 15%. Ebi ho no man ka wasa nkofo 1 cedi or the 2 cedis ebi 160%, no the 1 cedi. Obi no mo na o say petrol ni boy agent do ya ante so ya increasing no yo mo beton bia be rich amount onya ne first and do that amount onya ne first property me meeting the target ni be di kakra ne ke obeye no nti no ne de hard ne sisia but no me da nchen the front line workers ne de wa ya de pa. I think what I na bon mo was a supporting or the shame ne de iska.
It's like they didn't make mention of more tribal, or are they also considered as frontline?
Oh, they were complaining that the government should include them because they are all part of those frontline health, because you see, you heard the rate of how I don't go food near there, not much man near there. I think they were also part. What did the mechanic say? And they were also demanding, excuse me, they were also demanding for those that amount of money that were being given to frontline workers. But I think that we knew there are see here, but they were all part of it. What did they can say? But I buy it to show Mumina start. So I buy the cast will show Mumina our house whatever. We come now Conona and Casa 1 year COVID-19 not 2 woman. Yeah, Umujina Kono Mukono. So I'm conforna as our package is in the coma. What did they make an say? Yeah. And here like the case one way queer be I'm a baby so I contracted disease, what did they make an say?
And the more they get
yeah.
Contract you imagine.
So if you take Kumasi for instance, 180 health workers contracted the disease, you can imagine. Now so one more say there no enya there na one more year and say dey NBC. What they make an say? I think say no so one of the things I never say if you need omo ejina kono omo hwe ade na ngasa no I think they deserve it. You say be kwi di fata na e fata no ekon ano what you say nti no they deserve say buy no be more those kind of money no what te omo tax no so say be ya e be boost wo na ama omo timi aye adwuma ni ama bibia enso etimi akokama
concerning tax exemption no also about some time ago said the businesses are not institutions.
No, it's for health sector.
Yeah, I know, but institutions are more supporting COVID-19 trust fund. They were also exempted from the tax base. So what is our story?
Oh yeah. They have to because almost all Guama yet battle this pandemic. It is I buy the boat teaching and one of the move. You say Timia come health workers there never say 1 year can so with me be moved. I think say I buy no. Why dear. But the 1 year is you petrol know what 2 drivers and also increasing prices no because who expect will be unco 2 petrol mean passengers. So what be that? It also find ways and means almost be meeting almost sales on in Debia. What did they make an answer?
I was a time a bar saying if I do I finest one or say time and I create petrol. Because nipper is cow on your video, no yanessa. Oh, one more quack says, into an on yanessa, into a cayet say, a nipper more fun as well, say, a petrol to swap. And I don't think so mobile complain. But saying a pack of mad nae, a pack of car drivers in one. Who tell us a cow on a man is almost so complaining.
The thing say you don't know from SARS library that before the next time, but we sell some kind. I see, we have, from March to date, the country's GDP has been high due to closure of borders, hence reducing import. Once at first, we used to import some of our produce outside, as you say, Kobe. As I say, we depend on the things we produce locally. I don't know, my GDP, also say,
it's obvious.
Being independent.
It's obvious.
When you first, he say, Nanka, makes me a can say, a near one. You know, my mood to say in pub 1 year. They can't turn on men to see on their banners and you know, master for Moton centimeter or much of it. A Moton centimeter as something pub 1 year, then come first as something pub 1 year, then I ship. And so to go to sometimes Chinese for the young one, yet never. Chinese for the young one, a Sherman and never into a banner stand, and you know, almost again what has said, not appear almost, but a banner said. Who master and Patima, or want to be designed bags near get fine. Am I in there to talk to be near dear? Instead of crab, one may be there and also a cost GDP.
Sorry,
the GDP is a
another aspect, you see, on the food you eat. The local foods they're producing like corn, tomatoes, and stuff like that.
You see, a local rice, a plan you can't say. What's the first thing you can't say? Local rice.
Yeah.
Now, from person because
now let me take this opportunity to acknowledge my where I do come from. Where last time I brought some of the local rice. Mudi net was saying. Some person didn't give me once. I
first, not a local rice, and I have brown toto. Into the sea, I'm a COVID by and I buy money being by who say, yeah, 20 baby, almost. How much show mushroom, my near fine to the sense say, local rice, ne do one, I need a camera. It's a normal perfumed rice is easy. Said the major to what make a mean before I have fed a chance my own crime. Oh, none more dear movie back to Jim, and you need the whole camera into the sound. I said, yeah, when you do want dancing. I don't know, and near man. Yet to me, yeah, Pastor dear, ya pray and said, yeah, come once.
Asante achim kono uko kuba kwe from no buem omo na yesa amu no nti mo na kama pa say Mr Kingsley ready net ne say kama pa it was nice o ya de ni efe no buemfo mo de ni efe pa ni ni kama
yes wo de on say first na then shut down for local rice
o counter me so counter me
first then shut down for local local rice bisa basi no ye kasi ye njai de ne no so amomo so etimi ya ye ma kama aye mu fita sa etero me chese to no bi kwa abro na kasa fia ya kasi ya me ya nkra bi ma nka wo ye wo de.
So I think the government should provide those industries the required machines are omo de be so mo no so na mo na ne etimi anta ho na etimi compete abrofo no de because before we bu ana bo ne ye too much ya na ni no kra nya kono bi sa this is a government bet me provide this sophisticated machine e bet me abo ma etimi asomo no so combine harvesters yes combine harvesters ye de be dom mo ne ade e be boa ma mo no business net me akoso because what say entimi nko amana ne ekọ credit ane mai se ka o me ye de edua no ana machines ne ye ne kama ofi say ye nto ya ngasa ye de no de na say no mo ye campaign bi say eat local rice ye ni ye ibedi si ye ni ye mo ni ibedi mo anye ni ye nso de ye ne wo hu enye obi ne comment yeah
cause what I told money near brown so what is stew go so kura na aye bibie wo
it's packaged well to make
it fine what the rubber be mama why sorting fe they say normal perfumed rice e dey say rubber ma church ne me gugu e be top ade bi wo ho no mo a wo dru dwom ade bi wo ho no mo a wunim na dey dey yo but what should the brand dem ne said dia packaging ya ye no na e be mo wato enti no
Okay, so let me quickly move on to the other slide. See, during the 2019 media budget, the finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta promised Ghanaians that this year is going to be a year of rules. But we were thinking that maybe due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but COVID-19 can't stop year of rules. That's according to the finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta. So if you take a critical look at the slide, you see it's a critical regional road projects. That's a quite MPP. Abayon betna so. Brofo is almost near completion. If you are if you are fair, no, so if you are 60% complete, 80% complete. It's as a quite an ambe be aiding action. Say the book when they say what was I'm putting on as a boy. Now I say no comment. I said, a quite radio no creating a renewable 70 coin. Now the Abana yes, we to me. Into quite a toy mountain where Western regional or say partial reconstruction of Bordier to Asankregua Road is 51.47 kilometers. Yeah, kilometers. The status is 7%. After uko Mansu Amenfi town roads and so and also 51.47% now. And upgrading of Sureso Aboy Dancing Road and also Western region 15.6%. And rehabilitation of Siama Teleku Bukazo and Iben Road. And then the Junction Road and also 30.2%. And after so upgrading of Bogoso in Suiciding. Again, the Ukrainian fan crash. Yeah, that's Huni Valley. Huni Valley, we are cheap and 26%. And after upgrading of Upon Valley Junction, that's Ajim Poma Road, and also 20%. And after
the percentages is on the other side. This one is just the kilometers.
Okay, the kilometer. Rehabilitation of Williams and Canada, Enginasi Road, Bukas was a one. I'm saying, oh no, medical Canada and rehabilitation of our town rules. I'm saying, I was one day, me and Cassano minimum. Where yes to almost as a prayer, and I make us a quantity or master tea, a boha, or more year, and if you answer, or maybe you cry into Western region, Diana, ye day Abana, and I'll call Western North on Swap, upgrading of Adrofua or say Kodokrom Road, and also MPP for HSS or more Eguswa or more upgrading, and I feel so upgrading of Betema Junction. Adrofua Road no so and omoye sa ekwan no afei so upgrading of Sevio so Akontomwa Road and also omuguso a omo upgrade sa ekwan no and ukọ Farmantam so a Volta region so rehabilitation of Bibiani town roads MPP for so omuguso a omo eye and rehabilitation of Esikuma half road and also omuguso a omo eye and rehabilitation of half Hokoi Road and also omuguso a omo eye.
It's not half, it's half also a Voltarian
free vote and say na wa bodina chebe have road have
I said the word
ewe neso enye ewe etiefo na hefo emfa encheme and a rehabilitation of Hokoi Giasekan Road so MPP for HSS wo omuguso a omo eye enti wo kopie mu Western region Western North and after Volta region so akwan we na MPP for HSS guso a omo even though mu nwie de ne nso no omo guso a omo eye bibia
the other regions now also.
Yeah, I think say other regions le bebanti no so far this is what we have now enti we any akwan ahodo a MPP for HSS omo etinye HSS no so enye asemketo be 20 kilometers be 20 be 5 be 25 be 38 ni ade ntino ye hwe ni mu se akwan no metimi awie na bibia enso etimi ayekwan because nyenche kra na temade ye ba ye NDC for a press conference or when status our project no and MPP want to take the credit for themselves 2019 say
MPP has taken the credit. They've categorized Temamoto Way as one of the projects they've completed.
Oh yeah.
So it's like they've taken it away from the NDC.
And this is the
ownership.
Ghana sika ye Ghana sika ye. Say abambia betina na say obi be ye no so to a or possible no dia dini din keke na ka go man for na enke ye o no mo ba ma ba be jesi wonu na o ma ye o ma dia fofo na mo so jesi o mu dwe no ma ye wonu enti no sa na ba sa na ai Ghana sika na eguso ye waste no ko nti say di ono kan so waje abo no mu so ye de ni ehia ya ne say why kwan ehia ya ne say Temamoto Way kwan edemu asisi an traffic bebrebe ne to aju.
And so can we say that if can they term this year as year of roads? Because over Kaya and saying that now a premium express. I just say, I shine my name, who have a just a roads no more. And to look at the things that they can't term this year as year of roads because looking at the percentages we have here, that's not interesting, Mr. Richard.
You see, that was the reason why they were saying COVID-19 can't stop year of roads because they are trying to do their best even though we say sikana they be yakwan ya pumping into this COVID-19 battle until now and near say no so slow down but then omutimi mfa no so be yi omo ho ano because mo say bo say akwan mo be ye na say mo nye ya e wo say kwan bia so no Ghana for the omo expect ya say kwan ye fix the rules. We will fix every problem what economy being it road, being it health sector, being it education sector. Almost some guys on be fix it. It's about some be fix it. Yeah, they have to fix those rules. Even though say COVID-19 or there, but we have to also give them the benefit of the doubt because here and say yeah, they buy na boka pi ni ade. Anka sika ubetimi dey ayesa kwan we nyina nso no say sika any nyina COVID-19 mu no ntini me say bia we have to give the government the benefit of the doubt but yes still so maka COVID-19 can't stop year of roads there they have to do it and sana afenekura kwenye because some of the residents were complaining that this time around no rules no vote no rules no vote intini sa ban so oguso a wo ye dia yenso ye dia ne be dia kira kwa bia ya abobudin se ampa akwan no oye anase onya inti yenso ye the whole report ebeba
Western Western Nobel Goals and Kwana said.
Other ones, they are working on it. They are working on it.
Project. Almost how make mention of. I want to run about your account. So, see, we tier interchange. Don't know meaning baby work. And I put say interchange. No, see under Accra, no, but under Accra.
Yeah, Popias one for the Metafa Hunting. I think that no day or Muguso Moye. We share a Pigahon Air Conwa, teacher Mante, one of the Omugusua, Moyes are acquainted and cried the Mia de Medimania Kumbi. At the end, you know, completed. Popias interchange. Yes. Whom the Anakana walk, others whom the enemy or can.
No, it's here,
because whom the Anna, I crab no maybe. What I say, to whom the Anaka crab no maybe, any be a completion can be fast. But
so they've noted this three specific say.
Because listen, what say. In offering a major, if you go to page 23 of the budget, paragraph 104. Also, Mr. Speaker, in offering a major boost to the road sector, we declared 2020 as the year of roads. Despite the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, substantial progress has been made. Major road infrastructure undertaken by this government includes completion. So Temamoto will run about a 3-tier interchange which is completed and commissioned. Yes, and on the and it's one of more channel direct and your so they shouldn't give the credit themselves. It's also where we are and the TRC Pokuasi interchange under the Accra Urban Transport Project. This involved the construction of a 4-tier interchange. Progress currently stands at 74%. And I think say your cancer statement, maybe on your facts not wrong, because according to this paragraph, no, what say 74% construction. That's 4-tier interchange. And on waiting, aye. It will call how much chemua or how much chemu adiosun and 9 and on waiting your completing. Okay, then me are coming forward to me yet. And we be so copy on offer with the bios of the catch. I was a quine on Omungi, 74% Omungi. And so Obechebi Lamte Circle interchange. Obechebi is Obechebi that the Anan Crandina Bono Ayika Kramame. He said, baby, he said, I find it difficult to mention this thing, so I think you should pardon me for that, okay? It's what? Obechebi, right? Yeah. Ubechebi Lamte Circle interchange. That's the phase 1, currently at 45% completion. It's a so we share almost 45% complete. And I have Tamale interchange project with which is 40% complete. So I think Gifty, you can call Mr. Suhini for us because he is the member of Parliament for Tamale North for us to testify this if what the MPP government is saying is true or not. So try to find Al-Hassan Suhini. He is the member of Parliament for Tamale North, and let's see if what they are saying is true or not. And also Kumasi Lake Rose and Drainage Extension Project at 55% completion as at end of June 2020. So these are some of the roads. The Omotimia win a Tamamoto nipe and when this is what I know money the entire thing say the abane ka say akwani bi wa omu guso omu ye omu enwi and o hwe la pass no important kra na I think say kwan no ebi omu rehabilitate bi and I call maybe to say me refik hoidin e woda akoma important he ye ukọ no so akwan no omu ye bia sisi ana de ntu hwe from omu bubu asi omu load from La Paz to Taifa no sa route no mu use no eko fire room ma ho ne ade na kwan no azenza omu guso a omu
residents for the complaint said no roads no food and now one person so one exactly
ejuma ko yan is
exactly
yes so plan ejuma ko to to Markesim road is very bad. Sa abine engineer near Pankosha, Mema also say a year to force and from and
to force and also is a spokesperson on finance committee. So I think he can testify to this. Yeah.
And for a Jumako district here, Omo kasa se ewura to force ya man 12 good years. So omo ahwe no ma ye roads na amaya. Omo ye road na fa amaye eno koda nchen. Edwuma ko achi so say project no. Kroni se ya sa na wo betimi afa ka dia free magazine dia ko sueduro. Project no na wo say nye e fe say car na fa so. Na kwai na say project no so asay ya. Ehe na be fa ko nti me ye. Wo ko edwuma ko achi so kwa dia insistent step. Say abanye ntwe ni ama amehwa na say MP mbrashe beje no ye person so ye honorable atofos wonjire ni ama ya kwa ko bridge na obi ya voti ma ya voti ama abanye chi kwa na say ya voti ma MPP kura ye be se hwan ye ra atofos na so akon sa no ka
because our person is not having any competitor.
oh obi o no ma oni ni jina sisia ye ra Rashid oni ni jina den
So I think whilst the other slide is not ready, I would like to take you through some of the roles and some of the projects that the MPP government has done so far, you see. So if you, according to the finance minister, he says residents of all urban centers, this page 23 of the budget, the residents of all urban centers, especially Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, are seeing continuing improvement in inner city roads in their metropolis. In addition, construction of critical interregional roads projects and bridges, including the Eastern Corridor Road Phase 1, are at various stages of completion. So they are yet to be completed. So I think that one day. And road contractors have seen increased payment of claims by the government, and we have paid road contractors approximately 6.4 billion from 2017 to date. And I think not too long ago, some of the contractors were complaining that Umusika ma any day anything and I think that also 6.4 billion has been paid to those contractors that I know that MSA Ashom Kuti so yes sir Ejuma we and we set out to modernize the railway system and effectively replace the colonial railway out. Since 2017, we have committed 566.66 million to cover works on construction and rehabilitation of railway lines, including rehabilitation of Accra to Tema, that's 30 kilometers, Achimota to Insawem, 33 kilometers, and Kodokrom to Takwa, that's 56 kilometers. The Tema to Mpakadan railway line has seen 56 kilometers out of the 97 kilometers of the track laying works completed. The construction of the new standard gauge western line, that's from Takoradi to Kumasi with the Kodokrom to Manso section, is also on course. So listening to what Ken Oforiatta indicated yesterday, these are some of the roads and some of the railways that is about to complete. So I think they are.
And concerning the railways, I think we have footages of the from Tema to Accra railway, which has now been reconnected. And so if it's ready, I'd like my producers to please let us play that footage so our viewers can see that indeed the railways are coming back to life. I can't wait for the SkyTrain actually. And so let us see how the rehabilitation of the railways has been going on. The video is ready. We'd like to see.
Ave Maria.
Some footages of the rehabilitation train from Tema to Accra that you just witnessed. So I think they are doing a good job. That so far we've started rehabilitating our railway lines. Because recently when we went to the press conference held by NBC at Alisa Hotel, they showed us a portion of the railway line in Accra which has been in a deplorable state. But looking at like now, they are rehabilitating. Then the one from I think Kumasi to Takrady also, I think they've also rehabilitated that one.
Yeah, Achimota to Nsamom to exactly. 33 kilometers, and from Accra to Tema's own is 30 kilometers. I think that one is very good. And Kojo Kurom to Takwa is also 56 kilometers. Yeah, so I think they are doing well. They are doing well.
So I just can't wait for the sky train.
Apart from and almost we do Sika Cassio. Sika ya German and Sube Prebesa. The advantage the woman says to come to want me to only be so bad, but you are going to do their work. And what make us a pure to rub and to be. And no penny disadvantage. A woman won't make bad or fire. But the news says we find it a call term so
no traffic.
No traffic. And aside of a normal so no offenses, Sika ya German is because from Tema to Accra to Tema, but the next one city in an edge.
And I think
5 citizens. 5 citizens, not the car, edges, never.
And we are also hoping and praying that the Takrady to Kumasi with the Kojo Kurom to Manso section is also in course. And the minister also indicated that to activate this date, a contract for purchase of 35 trains has also been signed. A set of 9 trains will be delivered within 18 months. So we are looking forward to that those 35 trains that has been ordered by the Ministry of Finance will be in the country, so that our transportation system will be easy. That there be no crew traffic. The train it will also ease traffic. And also and so intimate. And because I think that we are waiting for the government. So almost this 18 months no waiting to deliver this 35 trains are almost air can. Yeah, 35 months. Anybody actually 18 months, 35 trains.
Out of 35, the 9 will come.
Not 18 months. Yeah, heard him. But as I say, ambulance, they don't delay. May your bomb machine at ya. Omo hene mra ni peonya nya sa dia. Your uncle on the bomb. So let's move on to the other, and we are still on Ghana COVID-19 alleviation and revitalization of enterprise support. The intensified support for farmers through the PFJ and the RFJ facilitate access to financing for rice millers, and this is what we are talking about, that the government should help and provide the necessary requirement, the necessary machines, the necessary buying right the boom so bit yabuama more the fertilizers and manema abuama yemu no etimi etu empon afi extend financial support to National Buffer Stock Company and Ghana Commodity Exchange, and also establish Food Security Monitoring Committee. So we are looking forward to all these things that the government has been able to do this, ensuring food and security in our country. But our main focus or our attention is on facilitation of the rice millers. I think the government putting in much effort. Call baby say Asante Achim baby a frail no boom omo power me di buy ma mudi say wangasa monum say how good it is. I think the government when have you call bono baby so mu bia mo ni ade ho aban no nse mu kene nya mo nko a enema ye dua na o man mu no. I think say aban ne boa na wo hye mu kene betimi aboa ma bibia enso etimi akonkan ti we ni various
Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana for last time omedi petition before account here wo edge government say once under the federal government policy say one village one dam policy. Now we want to say ka anya no one district one dam for seven but taking as a constructing a dam no it takes a lot of work. It takes a stress on. Now, on to me, I say village beyond, so you are going to produce a dam because they end up getting just dugouts. In your dam, maybe I should just a crana. So they were stating says, and when one district, one dam, and a major focus will be there. Say dam work over a district is going to be huge. And I said, if it's drought and you should talk for a long time, there will still be water to support farmers. I think the major want to say so more intensified. Like the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana for stipulating or we at the moment in the agricultural sector.
Yeah, I remember and also waiting here for
one district, one dam, one village, one dam near your campus. Almost started, but now we need some for many say about the two gutters or one corner and for 42 to pay here. They say I am one district, and I think say one before. The carry a day quiet village back could be and you must be the end can see a massacre for and yet there are other things, man. I've worked on mine. The can also be and I say, but channel to various years, I said.
And you see, this kind of support, is in two phases. I think it's not here, but I would like to indicate it to our viewers and listeners who are watching us live. You see, Mr. Speaker, the stabilization, Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Cares Tampa program is an unprecedented, bold, and audacious 100 billion program for us to reimagine and re-envision our future like never before. And it is sequenced into two phases. That's stabilization phase that runs from July to the end of the year 2020, and a medium term of revitalization phase will accelerate the Ghana Beyond Aid transformation agenda. Mr. Speaker, with your permission, I wish to highlight the main elements of each phase of the program. And the stabilization phase of CARES will ensure food security, protect businesses and worker incomes, strengthen the health system and private investment, and support Ghanaian business. So this is the phase one of this stabilization fund, which is going to help farmers to rehabilitate kuayo a no omen no so beboa ama yin kuayo enso etimi akos. So the government will intensify support for farmers through the planting for foods and jobs and rain for food and jobs programs. We will aggressively facilitate access to financing for rice millers to enable them to purchase paddy from rice farmers. In addition, we will provide financial support to the National Buffer Stock Company and Ghana Community Exchange to enable them store and trade stocks as needed to smoothen out supply on the market. So this is according to the finance minister. And if you go to page 35 of the budget, you will see it over there. Or the stabilization phase of CARES will ensure the food security and protect business and worker incomes, strengthen the health system, attract private investment, and support Ghanaian business. So this is according to the Minister of Finance, that's Ken Ofori-Atta.
So they also made mention of one thing I like us to, because we have limited time and we are almost about to wrap up. And then he made mention that we have rendered our support to Kantaka Automobile.
Yeah, that's one is very important. So some of Ghanaians were saying that then the Ghana we should support our own. Now you neglect but I think that this now the finance minister are making it clear.
He even stated clearly say Omanika Uchi is from Kantaka Automobile. It's also good. President from his own country. It speaks a lot.
All this while, I mean, you might see a year of this this and a poor mine on by a man or Ashley or more supporting or more looking among cancer, papa, because they were saying that TV. Why TV above on in swimming bonnet? Then yes, I bear sorry, I then never say, never told me I did. But not a shilly year, Uncle, and never be say, see a twat, a boy mine. Boom, a bad is a bit training, one a center, or school.
Yeah, and even there's a surprising thing, say, or no, just saw the idea of not the voice letting go.
Give the Kantanka cars, Nanya Papa.
Won't be asking.
These are the mentalities we have. Yes, when you have a fan of now, you're
yet, me wouldn't be a cassette, friend said, Ghana near me 9. Open to me come market, about part of shame made in Ghana 1 year so, not made in China, so China for the moment didn't say. You see, in the other say, I told you, dear, come, didn't say Gabba. Yeah, Jenna, yes, supporting us. And Gabba, that I near showed himself here with the tackle. I bind the best supporting the world. You do my old jinx, you see, I abandoned was supporting the gender. Yeah, I agree with him.
And we should also not forget that the government has also allocated 100 billion cedis to combat this pandemic. That's what I wanted to pitch in so that the listening the viewers will also know that.
Cool. So before you go, you have the opportunity to send your final word. Very, very rapid, because you, Mr. Richard, I know you. Your final words are like books. Yeah. So your final very.
You want to compare me to Agnew Watson, right? Okay, so to bring everything to an end, there was a conclusion. My team I employ 1.2 million senior high school and 7 students, and I think so 3 billion to provide education. That's the conclusion of the budget. I think that.
If you want to follow conclusion.
Okay, so what I would like to say is that we commend the government. Yeah, I will applaud them for that electricity and the water bill tariffs. For now, it's going to be free. Everybody is going to enjoy it. It is here now. Omunya fan for parliament me enyin to munti. Sisi ya nkwa no fi ran kokon ansa nyabotre na aban no mu fan for parliament ni enyin to. Now almost omonka say started from this month to this. Akwan no mu nwie no so omunhwe na omunwi na bibia enso entimi enkoka. Any other boys omu share Ghana funi no omunhwe so omu betimi ediso.
This Philomena what to do
I mean, mechanic say, Aquina, I agree. And you know, Bob, so why am I special dresses? Why are one of us, you know, necessary now, more, more the money. You're the moment you have one of us, so now so. akwai na onwe ne de best so onye ni na bibi happen na bibi kakra emra aka ni mi ohwa obetimi aye de abo na manfo the best is excellent na na plan for a job onye no pa mo na manfo na bibi ya intimi na
All Tucson, thank you very much. All Tucson, this is where we draw curtains on Election Highway right here on Premium. Before I forget, today is Mr. Richard's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Mr. Richard.
Yeah.
For being here. God richly bless you so much. And then we thank God that you are still alive at this day with us here. Now, I told you, if you say this ridiculous thing on my head, don't be surprised. Next week, it's going to be more and more and more. Because it's going to be Black Friday. I mean, Throwback Friday, you understand? Right here on Premium TV, we wear stuff like this to look like the olden days and how to portray what we did in the past. This is where we end today's show. My name once again is Aboja Kafu Joshua. Thanks to my director and executive producer, Mr. Kingston Tete. To Nana Ja, Nikki, thank you also much for producing. And to Akwesi Kizzy Raymond also steering the camera and start making sure everything was okay. God willing, next week we shall come your way once again. Now this evening, Philomena will come here with 100 minutes, so stay tuned for her. Until then, have a good day.